Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is video number 3 in our laser cutter tutorial series. This one, we're going to get into actually how to turn on and run the laser itself. That's right, running the laser. All right, step 1, we want to turn on the laser. So if you arrive and the laser's not turned on, you want to walk up, find the key, and turn it. It's a 3-position switch, so you, much like a car ignition, turn it past, and then it'll snap back to that center position. At this point, you're going to give the laser just a few seconds to turn on. The LED lights will come on, and almost immediately, you'll start to see the bed of the laser move down to the bottom. You just have to patiently wait. Do not lift up the laser top cover. Wait for the bed to go all the way down. After it goes all the way down, the laser head is going to go through a little motion initialization phase. You'll see it move around. It kind of does this little jerky dance to make sure the motion control system is working. And then it's going to return back to its home position, and it's going to beep at you, and you'll hear an audible beep from the laser cutter. At this point, we're on to step 2. You're going to load your material. So simply walk up to the machine, lift up the cover, and place your material in the top left corner. That's what we think of as our 0, 0, or our origin point, is that top left corner. Make sure it's laying flat against the metal grid, and then go ahead and close the lid of the laser. And that's it. Now we're on to step 3, very important, focusing the laser. So after you get your material in there, you're going to move over to the control area. We're going to raise the bed using the up and down arrow keys on the left-hand side of the control panel. We want the material to be 2 or 3 inches away from the laser head, not super important that distance, just enough so that the LED diode is small enough that we can position it where we want to take our measurement. We're going to do that with the 4-arrow control circle. We're just going to move our LED diode over and up. Best practice, put that somewhere close to the center of your material or the high point. Once it's there, hit the up and down arrows simultaneously, and that will start the focus sequence. The head will move forward, the ultrasonic sensor engages, and then the head returns back to its starting position. Okay, we're almost there. Step 4, turning on the fume extraction. This is location specific. In Wilbur, there are 2 switches. There's a rotary switch and a light switch looking switch. Those turn on the booster fan and the fume extraction. You will hear them turn on. Make sure you turn on both switches in Wilbur. At Mountaintop, it is different. To the right-hand side of the laser area, you will see a green and red button on the wall. Simply go up and depress the green button. It can take almost a full 2 minutes for that exhaust fan to turn on and start sucking air in the laser, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time for that to start before you start your cut. You can turn it off, but if somebody else is waiting, please just leave it on. It's less of a hassle for everybody if it just stays running during the day. With fume extraction out of the way, we're on to step 5, selecting our file and doing the cut. You're going to approach the laser, hit the hamburger menu, and select your file. Best practice, use your Lehigh user ID in front so you can easily find it. You want to make sure the Remove Completed Job from Queue slider is turned on so that your file does not stay in the queue when you're done. Then, simply hit the Start button. You'll see it say Preparing Device. This can last 5 to 10 seconds, and then it immediately moves to executing, at which time the laser head will start to move. And you get the joy of watching your amazing project come to life in front of your very eyes. You are seeing the power of laser cutting. Once your file's been completely cut, you want to wait about 15 seconds to let that smoke clear out before you then open the lid, reach in, and retrieve your part. Please make sure you get rid of any trash that is laying on the bed, and voila, you have your thing. One more thing we want to quickly cover. You can position where you cut using the LED diode. So one way to do this is just to simply use the anchor point function that we talked about at the very end of the software video. The other way, and here you would just position your anchor point using the LED, just like this. The other way is to do this actually live with your computer open. And when we do that, after we've created our design inside Ruby, when we create the job and it gets the information from the laser bed, that little crosshair on the material to the right is right where the laser head is, and your file will actually snap to that. And this allows us, between that and the camera, it allows us to go ahead and maximize how many things we can get on the remainder of a piece of material. So here I am using the array command inside Ruby to add a couple more Lehigh logos on this sheet of acrylic. And I'm going to update that, and we are set to go and cut this. I can now cue this to the laser. So that's a great way of getting the most out of every sheet of material so you don't have any waste. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have fun laser cutting, everybody. See you in the design labs.